My husband made the best tacos I ever had using this dinner kit, and when I couldn't figure out what it was that he did different, he let me in on a secret. So for a quick story time, my husband does most of the cooking, and what he'll do is come and ask me when it's close to dinner time, what would you like to eat? And he'll go to the store and get the ingredients and bring them home and cook them. Well, on this particular night, I had requested specifically the bold nacho tacos, and he proceeds to get the kit and he makes the dinner for us. When he's done cooking, he lets me know dinner is ready, and I come downstairs and I fix my tacos. Nothing different than what I normally do. I put the meat on, I put the cheese on, I put the sour cream, and so on and so forth. When I tell you I bit into that taco and was like, what did you do to this taco? When I tell you it was so juicy, it was so flavorful, I was literally stunned. He sat there for a second, not really sure what I was talking about. He was like, well, this is how I always make them. And I was just like, yeah, exactly. Every time you make tacos, they're better than mine. And literally, what other way is there to make tacos? You're literally following the instructions on the back of the box, right? And he was like, yeah. I cook the meat, I drain it, and then I add the taco seasoning. I add the other seasoning, and then I put it in a taco. And I was like, wait a minute, what other seasoning are you talking about? Well, comes to find out, this man cooked the meat. He put the taco seasoning in, and he also put the sauce packet in. The sauce packet that's actually supposed to be the taco sauce that goes on the top. He cooked it into the meat, y'all. When I tell you that was the best mistake he ever could have done, that taco meat was so juicy and flavorful, I was absolutely stunned. I sat back and gave him his praise, and he's looking all proud, and I was just like, you doing things the wrong way turned out to be good. I mean, this was literally the best taco I've had. And then he let me in on another secret that, I didn't at first get, and it definitely is on the back of the taco box, where it says you should microwave your shells for 30 seconds. Yeah, I wasn't doing that. I was straight eating the shells, without doing anything extra. I ripped that paper open and put my condiments right on it. But you're supposed to heat them up. When I tell you they went from being chewy to actually being crunchy like chips, my mind was blown. Now, you might think, okay, yeah, I knew that, but I didn't. So, I'm over here being spoiled. I get cooked for. And so from time to time, I'll be like, chef, what did you put in this? You know what I'm saying? What did you do to make this taste the way it do? So my husband literally found a way to make something that's great even better. And that's wild to even do. So I'm going to show you his process as he explained it to me, how he did it, and let you see what it is that he did that was different. So like normal, you cook down your ground beef, you chop it up real small, you drain off the oils, and then you add a little bit of water to it, and then you add your dry taco mix seasoning. And of course, you mix and you blend that and you boil it down to the point where it's no longer super, super wet. Well, that's always the point where I stopped. That's basically the box instructions, right? That's the point where you turn off the stove and you prepare stacking your tacos. Well, that wasn't the end for my husband. It was at this point where he added the taco sauce into the ground beef. Yeah, exactly. I was just like, what? No, that goes on top of the tacos like a condiment. No, he cooked it directly into the ground beef. Do you see how saucy and wet and juicy that looks? And it's going to get even thicker. It's like a really thick sloppy joe at this point. And when I tell you, when you mix it with those cooked shells and you add that sour cream and that cheese and a specific salsa that I'm going to show you, it is the best taco I ever had. It is the best taco I ever had. It is the best taco I ever had. When assembling your taco, it says that you can put your shells in either the oven or the microwave. And being as though my mouth was already watering at this point, I wasn't going to put it in no oven. Ain't nobody got time for that. We going to pop these shells in the microwave for a good 30 seconds and they are as good as gold, okay? If you don't heat them up, they will be chewy, so just keep that in mind. And a good tip would be to store any leftover shells in an airtight container so that way they don't go super stale on you. And if you're going to try this taco, do it right. You have to try it with the farm stand salsa that's from Walmart. Get the one that's cilantro based. You will not be disappointed. It's one of the best salsas that I've had on top of a taco, and it is just so flavorful. I also like to specifically use the Daisy Sour Cream Squeeze Pouch. It allows me to squeeze in a straight line of sour cream instead of spooning it in. One of my big back tendencies is to add a whole lot of meat to my taco. So yeah, I stuff my taco with meat, pause, and then I add my cheese, and then I use plenty of salsa to top it off. When you layer it in this exact way, OMG, it's everything. So if you decide to give this recipe a try, please try to get the specific salsa and do the specific cooking technique so that you can get the best experience from it. And don't forget to heat up those shells. That's just as important as the other steps. And just so y'all don't think I'm playing, here's where it says on the back of the box that you should heat your taco shells. And it even lets you know that if you don't heat them, it'll be chewy. So yeah, the proof is literally on the box.
I don't have to find an aesthetic. I am an aesthetic. I mean, I'm sure there's somebody out here right now who's going into Pinterest trying to type up all these adjectives to describe me.